Welcome to the interactive body balance radio show for health and fitness tips.
Oh, here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dasick, and thank you guys for joining our show today. From around the world, we talk health, fitness, nutrition, and personal development. All right, folks, I think the show's going to air on October 18th, 2021. As always, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are having fun, living life to the fullest, and just being the best version of yourself, as you know. So, why do I do these shows? I think the last one was last week, right? And I do these shows because if I get enough questions, and I know people are struggling with the same thing, it's time for a show. I've had many requests to have guests on. I'm blessed. If you guys want to see guests too, let me know. People are offering high quality, high-end guests, people you'd recognize in the media, to interview them. And they're also doing many different things to get on the show. So let me know if you want that, and we can make it a format of an interview style. However, these shows are primarily derived from, like I just said, if I see it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times a week, where the same questions coming in, or people are reaching out for the same issues, the same health problems, time to do a show. So it's the gut today. I know I've done probably a dozen shows on this over the last 3, 4, 5 years, but gut issues are a real problem for people. And the symptoms can range from pain, bloating, diarrhea, constipation. They don't even want to get out of bed. It's a lot of pain in the gut, or it can be very minor, right? Where they just don't feel right after a meal, or they don't want to eat because it can cause some kind of issue like bloating or like that dystentia. Many reasons why. Also, there's a weight gain aspect. People are eating food, they get a little more, put a little more weight on, and they want to work on that as well too. There's just so many things, right? There's at least 5 to 10 different symptoms that we go through. So there's a process to heal, folks. There's a process to heal the gut. And I'm working with hundreds of clients over the last, 10 years or so, 7 to 10 years, actually taking clients with breaks in between. You get to see a lot of stuff and how you do stuff. So you heard a term called leaky gut, and that's the cliche term in the media, but, more gets scientifically called intestinal permeability. That's an issue for a lot of different people, right? Where they've got issues going on in the gut. They might have hidden infections. They might have some stress contributing to a weak gut lining. They could have nutrient or nutritional deficiencies. They could be consuming other things like alcohol or poor dietary choices, right? The wrong foods. These are all going to contribute to leaky gut, right? That one cell layer deep could get penetrated, and then you got a whole host of problems. And that's just one area, right, guys? Leaky gut can mean a bunch of different things. And I got clients with IBS, IBD, you name it, right? There's so many different things that come with it. But how do we approach these people with those issues, and how do we get their gut better? All right, let's start from the inside. You got to remove the pathogens. You got to see, what do they have going on? We run tests on this, GI maps. There's so many. There's the Viome test that you can run as well too, right? There's so many tests that we can run, 3 or 4 at least on the gut. You got to remove the parasites, the pathogens, the issues that are going on in the gut. We got to identify them. We can run those tests and find them. We do it weekly. So you do that. You remove the pathogens. Then you get rid of the foods or the drinks that contribute to a poor gut. So that could be alcohol, like I said, some food additives. If you have any sensitivities going on, if you have gluten intolerance or dairy intolerance, if you're having refined starches and they're causing issues, if it's trans fat that's causing issues for you, we got to remove those, right? People hear about the 4 R's or the 3 R's or the 5 R's, and everybody's got their different R, but removing them is key. Removing those parasites or pathogens that are hurting you is key. And then getting rid of the things that are also breaking down your gut are essential. So just think remove. Then you got to replace them, right? So you got to start replacing those things with some good things, right? That actually help heal the gut, right? Anti-inflammatory herbs. You guys have heard of turmeric, curcumin, or there's rosemary, garlic, some virgin olive oil, some good quality vegetables, some mushrooms, some omega-3s. I know that's a lot, and I go so deep on this, but you got to replace. You got to replace those poor choices with good ones like I just mentioned. Then, another one, re-inoculate. So that can mean using beneficial bacteria, bifidobacterium, lactobacillus, some fermented foods. There's lots of things you can do to re-inoculate the gut. All right, so you can start, getting some good, I always say, prebiotics in there, some probiotics in there, as I just mentioned. I mean, I give people great examples of all those all the time, but that's what you can do. The last one, before I get into some other stuff that we do, is the repair, right? So are you going to repair it with some supplements, with it's aloe vera, DGL, glutamine, marshmallow root, some polyphenols, vitamin D, zinc. There's so many, folks. I even say with people who've got H. pylori, Matula tea is amazing at getting rid of H. pylori. It's a good little trick in the bag, right? This is what we do. So you repair the gut. You follow me? Remove, replace, reinoculate, repair. I've used these for years. I don't even know who to give these credit to. I've used them. They work. There's many other ones I use too. I'm just trying to make it simplistic for this podcast, right? Now people go to me, okay, Mike, so what about quality foods and supplements? So who would you use? I've got a few of them. I've used many good ones, right? Great. I'm looking at it right now. I'm just going to get ready to spit it. I use, so here's an example. So I use some stuff out of Chicago. A great company for healing the gut, right? And they use some megaspore biotics, so spore-based probiotics like Bacillus indicus, Bacillus subtilis. There's so many, guys. Bacillus clausel. You've got to, again, recondition that gut with some good probiotics. And then, as I said before, when we talked about even reinforcing stuff, right, or reinoculating stuff, that's the prebiotics, right? Like Akkermansia, already talked about. Bifidobacteria, there's so many, right? I'm looking at 4 other ones here, but just unbelievable. And then again, rebuilding, it's another, way of doing that. And proline, serine, cysteine, some other immunoglobulins. There's a way to do this. And all of them can target your gut to get you going better. Got patients with SIBO, said so many different diagnoses, right? But I look at the gut, what is going on? What do we got to remove? What do we got to replace, et cetera, et cetera. I know that's a whirlwind team in 7 minutes. It's not intended to be, an hour or two, because I'd lose so many people on this. They come to us to say, okay, Mike, test my gut, figure it out, and then heal my gut. And when you heal the gut, it also heals brain issues. We've seen that. It heals emotional issues. It heals hormonal issues. The gut is important, bidirectional with the brain. You guys have heard about the vagus nerve. I've talked about it. It is essential. It is really key to have a good, healthy gut. The bacteria that reside in there, the eukaryotes, right? I already said the parasite. So many things in that gut that you need. It's like a second body, they say, right? It's like a second human down there. Got to heal it. And you do it through what I just said. If this resonates with you guys, send us an email. If you got these gut issues. I think last week I had 7 patients with gut issues. All new patients. These aren't existing ones, right? Reach out. 7 new people reach out with issues. Right? That's what we get. That's why the show is here. So if you have these issues, just email us info@MikeDasiak.com. Go to interactivebodybalance.com, MikeDasiak.com. It's all free, folks. You can go over there and look at some of the stuff we do. You can look at what's going on, some of the articles. We did the website. We had it rebuilt this summer. Great job by Next Level. I hope you like it. Right? That's for you guys. There's no fee. I say this because just go shop around, cruise around. I love other websites. I love listening to podcasts. I'm learning every day so I can learn more and make you guys better too. This is what we do. Always learn. When I coach people or mentor people or do speeches, like presentations, I always say, guys, never stop learning. I did one on Friday and I just say, keep learning, right? You got to educate yourself. It's critical. It's paramount to your success, whatever it's in. Got it? Website, as I already said, don't need to say that again, but the book on the website, The Transformation from Within, free. Get on the website, How to Restore Your Health. I think you can get the first 2 chapters for free, or you can also buy the book, I think, for $5 or $10. I'm not sure on the exact price. You guys get the point, though. And what else? Social media, Mike Dasiak. Interactive Body Balance on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us. You can see some crazy stuff. I just post some good health stuff, or I post some motivational quotes, or of my family. Right, just some stuff, and trust me, folks, I expect them to have the same level of passion and purpose and the same zest for life that you hear me. So that's a prelude to what I'm going to say. Kids, I tell my kids this every day. 4 things. I tell them many things. Some things are probably silly too, but 4 things I do tell them. 1, got to work hard. No substitute for hard work. You got to put in the effort. You got to work. Okay? It's non-negotiable in my house and for anything that they want to do. Number 2. right? You have to add value to the world, your skill set to the world, and each one of you have a unique gift, if not 2 or 3. Add that to the world. The world needs your gifts. Please give us your value and your gifts. It's your job to share it with the world. That's my opinion. Number 3, help other people. That's just being nice, being kind, pulling out chairs, opening doors, give to charity where you can, volunteer your time where you can, help. And number 4, smile and have some fun. Please, folks, smile and have some fun. Enjoy. I know because I get the emails and calls and texts. People are going through some difficult times with what's going on in the world, right? So they're not as joyous, or they're isolated, or they're not having as much fun, right? Or there's division. Put it aside, folks. Everybody's a human being listening to this, and everybody has, they want love, they want hope, they want compassion, they want joy. You spread more of that. Just spread more of it. Instead of judging, instead of always putting people down, or people fighting over the silliest things. In the end, things will be proven out the way they should be proven out, right? It will be revealed what needed to happen and what is going to happen, all right? But in the meantime, just support each other. All right, live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you guys are doing great, and we'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.